What's up, guys? This is Higgins with Legal Automations. I'm on a quest to try out every filament in every color. On today's episode, we are taking a deep dive into CC3D's TPU 72D in black. One of the things that I was turned on to this one by a commenter. So if you got a filament that you want me to check out, leave a comment down below. It also helps with engagement. But that's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, so this one clearly was not vacuum sealed super well here, because you can see that there's tons of air still around. Does come with this nice little tabs, which are always good to see. But overall, as well as a filament, not keeping it detangled or anything like that. So that's always good to also see. Anyway, it's particularly important for TPU to make sure that it is dry before you work with it. So we're going to go ahead and stick this definitely into the filament dryer for at least 6 hours. Get this all dried out, and I'll see you back here for the benchy. Alright, so we have the benchy here loaded up. If you're new here, we always start out by printing a benchy in generic settings. In this case, generic TPU in Bamboo Studio. Should take a little over an hour, nothing too super major, so we'll get that done and all the other test prints. Alright, so as you can see, the test prints did not go super well. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that as we go through them. But basically, TPU is a flexible filament, and so it doesn't always lend itself super well to the test that I run with this. But just for consistency's sake, we went through all of them. So as you know, we start out by printing a benchy in the generic settings, like I said. Here, you can see some warping there at the corners. Some of the issues on the front of it, obviously some stringing. All these are pretty common when you're working with certain TPUs. Next up, we had the dimensional cube. This one's usually printed 40 millimeters by 40 millimeters by 40 millimeters in spiral Voss mode. Here, you can see that there was a ton of warping and distortion when working with this one. It just was something that could not get fixed. But again, it's flexible, so if you're looking for something like that, this one will probably work pretty well, that kind of thing. So the temperature tower for this one, hotter, looked to be pretty much better. So 240 was the range here, but as you can see, as it got cooler, it became much harder to work with and print itself. So just something to be aware of. Next up, the retraction test. So TPU does not like to be retracted a lot. This is one of the reasons why TPU doesn't work like in an AMS system. But or most TPUs don't work in an AMS system. So a lot of stringing. The max volumetric speed test. This one, slower is better. So 5 millimeters cubed per second is what I recommend for this one. Pretty much anything over that, you get this weird, it kind of fails. So just be on the lookout for that one. Next up, the O-ring test performed very well for whatever reason. There was some loss of detail as we got higher up, but in the angle or mark stream angles, but yeah, just something to be aware of. So we got those things dialed in as best as I could, and reprinted that benchy. There was still some issues with some overhangs, but they weren't as bad as when I began. I could probably dial it in a little bit more, but I'm not super used to working with flexible filaments, so just FYI, guys. Anyway, over at Amazon, you can pick this up for less than $23 at time of filming. So like I said, definitely one of those ones that's very interesting. So yeah, my overall thoughts on this one. Basically, this isn't for beginners. This isn't for something where, like, if you're just starting out the 3D printing your own immediately, I would not recommend immediately going to, like, TPU. If you're looking for something, like, for seals and very simple geometries, this one probably will work pretty well. It's decently priced. I would prefer it a little bit cheaper, but Again, seals or very simple geometry, this one is fine. I think that there are better TPUs out on the market, so I'm not going to recommend this one, but if you think that it's good, and you like the price, go for it. Like, it's your money. Anyway, this is Higgins with Legal Automations. If you like this type of content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the nice YouTube things, and I'll see you back here with the next review. Thanks.